So, we have been on. You got some Vaseline or something? My lips are dry. I just told you to cut this down.
It's gonna make your lips sting.
No, you don't have that Vaseline thing? That little Vaseline pouch?
No, I'll throw that away because it smells.
You don't have no lip gloss?
Mine.
I could put some on my finger. She's tripping. Here.
It's pink.
I'm sorry, my lips are dry.
One piece of watermelon.
Uh-huh.
You do?
Uh-huh. So it's cute.
Girl, we are not gonna be recording nothing.
So we are back on it, honey.
Taking me back to school.
I'm not excited about this at all, but you know it is what it is.
Guys, I miss my friends.
She misses her friends. But we have been off from school since December the 20th. And I keep looking around. We've been out from school since December the 20th. And today was our first day back. My school went back on the regular time. And then the other schools got a 2-hour delay. So with that being said, I got off early. So I'm taking her to school. So yeah. We ain't going where? Oh, I know. So I'm taking her to school. And yeah. So the snow is a mess. It is a mess, but I'm glad that it's clearing up a little bit. It's time to get stuff back to normal, child. If I tell y'all that I still got my Christmas decorations up,
Girl, everybody probably do. They probably didn't feel like
I would be telling the story if I told you that I did. So, you look at all the buses. So, yeah, so I'm getting ready to drop Brooklyn off to school. And then me and the hub will probably might do a lunch date.
oh, y'all always be getting food without me.
They always think that
And y'all go get something good too.
that they always gotta be. Every time we get some food, they gotta be included. They be in school and everything, honey, and still think, "Oh, Brooklyn, what's going on over here? Child, the police." Oh my goodness. Maybe they're just patrolling the kids going into school. So yeah,
Are you
so
supposed to do that?
I don't know. So I'm gonna drop my 2020 twin, the ghetto twin. Here she is.
I'm not the ghetto one. That's my.
I said the ghetto twin. I'm not the ghetto twin. I'm about to drop her off at school and then go back home and then we gonna.
Oh, this is the car rider line right here. I think. Is it?
I don't know what's going on, child. I'm about to pull right here. Look at me. I think.
No, it ain't the car rider line. It's parked car.
You're damn. That little thing is high.
What thing?
You're gonna have to go up here. Evidently, they got it. Oh, okay. I see how they got it.
All right.
You're gonna have to get off right here so you can.
All right. Bye, love you.
Hold on. Wait a minute. She got.
Welcome to Central. No, I don't want to be welcome. I don't want to be welcome.
So yeah. So that's what we got going on this morning. I already did my first part of the day, honey. It's done. I gotta go back this afternoon, and it's 9:30 right now, so it's still early. So we are we don't got much going on. We're probably going a little lunch date. What are they doing? You ain't gotta watch this kid. I guess I gotta make sure they chatted in the school though.
Oh, that's good meeting you.
Go. Go. Bye baby, love you.
Bye, love you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. Call me. Okay. So my baby's going on to school. And making sure she gets in there safely. Let's see her. Okay, yeah, I see her. So yeah, I'm about to head back home, and hubby should be almost ready. So we gonna get, we gonna do lunch, I guess. Brunch, I don't know. It's still early, and y'all know I'm fasting again, so I really ain't supposed to be eating until 12. So I'm really starving. I usually try to do my at least do my protein shake early in the morning to give me a little bit of a balance, whatever you want to call it. Get my protein intake. And I do Premier. A lot of people don't like Premier because they say it has milk in it, but I mean, the way that I do my fasting, yeah, everybody has to do what works for them. The way I do my fasting, it works for me. I don't know what she thought I was getting ready to do, honey. You the one walking in the middle of the street. But anyway, so yeah, so I usually do Premier. That's my first thing in the morning, and then I don't have a meal until 12, which, like, at first I wasn't doing Premier, and I was just doing you know, just waiting until 12 to have anything. But you know, things have changed, and now I need that protein, so I've been doing a Premier, and it's been working. So yeah, I ain't even really told y'all for real, because it was I was going through some scary stuff. So let's start from the beginning. So I stay on top of all of my my checkups, you know, GYN visits, annual visits, and all of those things. So I went for my GYN visit this year, and she when she did my breast exam, she felt a mass on my left breast. So, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. You know, you're supposed to check your breast when you showering or whatever, but you know, when you in go mode and you just ain't thinking, you just don't do it. You know, you just trying to get in there, get your body good and clean, you know, rejuvenate yourself, and then, you know, go on about your day. And so I hadn't been checking. So I really need to put my shades on because this sun just beat me down. But anyway, so I get my exam done, and she's like, oh, you know, you have a mass on your left breast, and I'm really concerned about it. I want you to have another mammogram, because, mind you, I already had my first mammogram in April. Like I said, I stay on all my stuff, my dental appointments and everything. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So when she said that, I immediately kind of felt some type of way, because she was like, you know, I want you to feel it too, to make sure. So I go on, and I you know, I check the area that she's saying that she feels, and I did true enough feel it. And I immediately just, you know, start feeling, you know, some type of way, like down, and just my mind just starts going. So she's like, we gonna do this, and this. And I'm like, okay. So she was like, just wait for them to call you, and, you know, everything's gonna be okay. You're going through the change, and it could be hormones. So I immediately kind of felt kind of relief, because y'all know your girl been going through it, and I need to do a sit down video with y'all, so that we can have a formal conversation about that. So I leave or whatever. I get out in the car. I call my husband. upset, and he's telling me, it's gonna be okay, and think positive, and he's just, drowning me with all positivity. So from that point, I went on Halloween, October the 31st, all the way until December the 23rd, because when they tried to schedule me an appointment with another office to get the mammogram, they didn't have no openings until February. So I clearly was not waiting until then. So I was like going through it, like from October the 31st to December the 23rd. I was going through it. Like, my mind was all over the place. I'm thinking all kinds of thoughts. I'm just thinking of how I'm going, if something is wrong, how I'm going to tell my family. I'm planning, like parties to tell everybody if something's wrong with me. And my mind was all over the place. Like, I don't think I have been that delirious in my mind ever in my life. So, I'm going through all of this for these weeks. I go to my appointment on December the 23rd. December the 23rd is the day before Christmas Eve. Y'all know that. So it was already a lot with me thinking that if something is wrong, because I had like, kind of like, not really like a pain, but like a discomfort feeling in my breast, which we'll get to that. So I go to my appointment. I get there. Everybody is so welcoming in the breast center. I went to the wrong place, and then they had to send me to another place. They was welcoming. They told me, everything's gonna be okay. Told them I was nervous. They couldn't find me in the computer for one, because I was in the wrong office, which the other office was next door. So I get there, and I ended up knowing one of the receptionists that was working there downstairs. I ended up having to go back downstairs, and I ran into her, and she was one of my old church members. So me and her got to talking. I was telling her, and then we just started praying, and I was crying, and she just prayed for me before I went up there. And I just went up there. I put my big girl panties on, honey. I went up there, got in the office. Everybody was extremely nice. Like I said, they was very attentive. They let me know everything from the beginning to the end, what was going to happen, asked me my symptoms, everything. So I'm kind of getting a little choked up. I'm trying not to, but so I do my mammogram. The tech, she was amazing. I can't even remember her name, but she was just a sweetheart. So we get done with that. Then I go, you got to change or whatever before you get your mammogram. So you put the little pink gown on and all that. So she sends me back to the room where you get dressed at, and tells me that if everything is okay, then they'll go ahead and let me go ahead and get dressed or whatever. So girl, I get in there, and I'm praying before I went there. Like, I'm out. This little room was no bigger than probably the front seat of my car, barely. So I'm in there praying before I even go in there get the mammogram. So I go back. So I'm just praying while I'm changing my clothes, and I'm just talking to God, and just praying over myself. And she comes back in there, and she says, we're gonna need you to change back into another gown. You can go ahead and get it from up there. So, child, I immediately, as soon as she closed that door, just started bawling. Just started bawling, crying, because I just knew something was wrong. I just knew it. So I I changed my back into the gown, to a new fresh gown, because I had already disposed the other one. So yeah, I'm ready to go out the door. So she came back in there and she told me to get back in the gown or whatever. I changed, girl. I'm welling, girl, at this point. I didn't want to call nobody immediately until I kind of got myself together a little bit. So I called my husband immediately after I kind of calmed down, and I was like, babe, you know, they want me to go and do an ultrasound, and she was telling me if everything was okay, then they was gonna go ahead and let me leave. And I'm sorry, I got this gum in my mouth. Brooklyn gave it to me. So I was talking to him, and he's like, oh my goodness, and we talking, and you know, he's like, everything's gonna be okay, just think positive, blah blah blah. We had had our whole conversation. So then after that, I hang up, I stand there for a few minutes, I'm still praying, and you know, I'm pretty much done crying at this point. So I'm trying to flip my mind frame at that point. So I'm just still praying or whatever. So she comes in and she gets me, and she's like, it's gonna be okay, and you know, we're gonna do an ultrasound to look at the area and all of this. She's explaining everything that's gonna happen. So I'm like, okay. So I get in there, I lay down on the ultrasound, you know, the little bed thing. She the tech, she comes in there, and she's sweet too. She's talking to me, and she's like, you know, everything's gonna be okay, just stay positive. And I'm just telling her that, you know, it's just scary, you know. And she's like, I totally understand, I get it, and we're gonna think, you know, everything positive. So mind you, I'm trying to not to cry. Y'all know I'm a crybaby sometimes. And so she does the thing, the ultrasound. She says, well, she's going over my breast and asking me, did I feel anything, and asking me where it was. And she was like, well, I don't see anything. Oh, girl. Child, I immediately started praising God. Woo! You heard me? I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Laying on the table, honey, in the midst of her doing the ultrasound, honey. I'm just like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. And she's going all over, you know, she's checking my whole breast. She's going all over the breast just to make sure, you know, it didn't move or whatever. So she's still doing the ultrasound or whatever. So she was like, hold on just a second, I'm gonna go get the doctor, and I want her to check it too. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Okay, so back to the story. So child, God don't want to come in. So I'm on the table, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, I'm thanking God or whatever. So the doctor comes in, and she's like, let me take a look, I just want to check and make sure that everything is okay and all of this stuff. And she started doing the little ultrasound thing. She puts the gel on her, starts rolling the little ultrasound dial around, and she says the same thing. I don't see anything. So they tell me everything looks good. I get dressed, and then the nurse that did the mammogram, she comes in there, and she didn't come in there. She knocked on the door, and she said, Katina, I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad that everything worked out good for you or whatever. So I'm like, thank you so much. And, you know, we talking through the door at this point. So then I get dressed, and then I go out or whatever, and I'm bawling in tears of happiness because I was Man, that's scary. From October the 31st to December the 23rd is a long time to wait to see if something is wrong with you. So I get out in the little office thing, and then it's like two nurses, and we out there talking, and they like, we glad that everything's okay, and we just all out there, and they like, we see this all the time, and it was a good experience. And so I ended up leaving, and I was like, I'm going to just pay it forward. So what I did was I went down to Trader Joe's, and I got some of this Seco that it's one wine that I like there. They didn't have it, so I ended up getting the Seco, and I'm gonna show it to y'all. If you do like a Bellini, it's Seco Peach Bellini. If you like this, let me come in the light. Wait a minute. At Trader Joe's, it's very inexpensive. I ended up getting, let me see, like 10 bottles, and I took them back to the breast care facility. I gave the girl that I told y'all that I knew from church, I gave her a bottle. I gave the other lady that was a receptionist down there with her a bottle. And then I took the rest of them upstairs and gave them to the nurses that was in the breast care center, because they was all amazing. So we got up there, and they was very shocked because I didn't tell them what I was going to do. So yeah, I just paid it forward because they made my experience extremely easy and, put me at ease or whatever. So from now on, I used to go to it's one close to my house, but from now on, I make that extra trip, which is almost 30 minutes from my house. I make that extra trip just to go out there once a year to get my mammogram. So yeah, so I'm just happy that everything turned out. I called my husband. He was excited, happy for me. And I didn't tell my family what was going on with my kids and stuff until Christmas Day, when we had our Christmas breakfast. So yeah, I'm just overjoyed. So that's the little story time that I had with a scary experience with dealing with this perimenopause stuff. And this is crazy. But like I was saying, the little pain that I was having wasn't nothing but hormones. So yeah, so that is done for the year, and I'm just happy that everything, and thankful that everything turned out right. So that's my story time, and my honey's right here, and we are here alone. So I'm gonna give my attention to him, and I'll get back with y'all in the next video. Bye.